Hey guys, Zac Minor here for Rev3 Games, and I am here with Mike, one of the producers on Mass Effect. We're checking out Mass Effect 3 Leviathan DLC pack, right?
Yep.
So tell us, what's new in Leviathan?
So Leviathan is really about a sense of exploration. It's our first major single-player DLC pack for Mass Effect 3, and it kind of features Commander Shepard chasing this myth, known as Leviathan throughout the galaxy. He gets wrapped up in this whirlwind of events at the beginning, and he really feels the need to find out who Leviathan is for many reasons, and hopefully it gives a little bit of more information and exposition as to who the Reapers are, where they came from.
Okay, so obviously Mass Effect 3 is a game that you guys want to keep supporting for a while. What's kind of your goals with these big DLC packs? I mean, we've seen some multiplayer updates, but like you're saying, this is the first big pack, right, for single player.
Mass Effect 3 versus Mass Effect 2 in terms of the DLC, we take much the same approach. We want to release consistent, amazing content across the board. So like you said with multiplayer, we want to release it as a service, provide these packs for free, and everyone basically gets to use them. For single player DLC, we want the exact same, level of effort and level of rigor to our DLC. We want to make sure that we release amazing story single player packs, and Leviathan is the first.
Okay, so for Mass Effect 2, a lot of the DLC was kind of maybe filling the gaps between 2 and 3 in some ways. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different for Mass Effect 3, right? So how do you find new places to take the story?
Well, DLC always gives us an opportunity to try new things in general. I mean, if you look back to Lair of the Shadow Broker for ME2, we had an amazing car chase, that kind of scenario that wasn't in the main game but worked really well in DLC. Leviathan has a lot of the similar sorts of pieces, with going underwater and the sense of exploration, narrowing down clues. It's really important that we kind of bring something new to a piece of DLC. As well, if you tell an emotionally engaging kind of story that really sinks its teeth into people, I think regardless of if it takes place before, during, or after Mass Effect 3, people really gravitate to it. Like I said with Leviathan, there's definitely a sense of exposition as to where the Reapers came from and that kind of information. I think fans will really appreciate that.
Can you give us any hints as to who the Leviathan are or what they are?
Absolutely not. So that's the whole thing about Leviathan, is it's really an exploration piece, and it's really to find out who or what Leviathan is. And whether or not Shepard finds out, that's kind of the big hook of the pack.
Okay, so gameplay-wise, what are we going to be doing?
Yeah, you'll be traversing 3 very large missions throughout different places in the galaxy. You'll be able to narrow down clues in the Citadel. Commander Shepard has this new hub area. You'll be able to grab 2 brand new weapons. They were previously used only for pre-order. Not many people have them, so we've included that in the Leviathan pack, and upgrade those weapons fully as well.
Okay. About how many hours of content would you say is in there?
For the average player, I'd say about 3 hours of content.
Okay.
If you really want to delve deep into the exploration aspect of it, it could go longer than that for sure.
So obviously we're going to be seeing some new enemies. Is that going to present kind of new combat opportunities for us? Are we going to see things that we haven't seen enemies do before?
Well, you'll definitely see a lot of the enemies that you saw in Mass Effect 2, but of course, there is Leviathan, and we don't know who or what Leviathan is, and Leviathan can either be an antagonist or help for Commander Shepard, so that's one of the big pulls. You'll see a lot of different gameplay pieces throughout the world. So for example, we've brought a lot of our knowledge from multiplayer back in. We've created certain gameplay elements within certain missions to kind of mix up the combat a little bit, but the players just have to see once they get it.
All right, fair enough. And when are gamers going to be able to get their hands on this?
Well, we've said summer, and it being the beginning of August now, it's
almost the end of summer.
Yeah, so you might not have to wait long.
Okay, and it's going to be coming to PS3 and 360 and PC?
Absolutely, all on the same time.
All on the same day. And how much is it going to be?
It'll be $9.99 or 800 Microsoft points.
All right, very cool. Mike, thank you very much. If you guys want to learn more about Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect 3 DLC in the future, be sure you are subscribed right here on youtube.com/Rev3Games. We'll see you next time.